China has been buying US real estate at a very fast pace in recent years. I've covered this here on this channel. You've seen it in the news, I'm sure, and I want to go into today exactly why this is happening and who is doing the actual purchasing, because what we've been unsure about is this actually the Chinese government buying it, or is it just investors with a lot of money and they're trying to diversify and they're buying up the US real estate? Well, let's take a look at what I found. This is pretty bombshell news here. China buys $22 billion worth of US homes, leads the global pack. So again, just continuing on what I said, that they are basically purchasing at a very high rate at the moment, $22 billion. And this is as recent news right here. That's really, really high compared to other foreign investors. Of course, US investors still being higher. Let's get into the big news right here. Under Chinese law, citizens are allowed to take out only about $50,000 US. But here they are with $22 billion recently. So what exactly is going on if they're only allowed to take out $50,000? Where are they getting the money? How is this coming up? Well, according to CCTV, they're saying, unlike the Bank of China, CITIC Bank also offers services branded money laundering by CCTV. So this is huge. They're basically saying that they're doing a money laundering scheme, which is allowing them to take money out of their country in order to buy up US real estate at this rate. Let's go on. Both the BOC and Citic Bank have been able to do this because only after they got approval from the People's Bank of China. So here we are, the Chinese government actually approving and sanctioning this game that they're playing. They're actually allowing this to happen. And of course, the People's Bank of China is owned by China. So this Chinese government is actually sanctioning this to happen. Let's go on very quickly. That this was part of a pilot program which began in 2011. Now, 2011 marks a time where China had very high inflation, or it was inching up there, and they needed to bring that down. So in order to do that, let's go on right here. They said, which is part of Beijing's effort to better manage its huge foreign exchange reserves, the world's largest at over $4 trillion. So here they wanted to export the amount of yuan they had. And what did they do? They go off and allow this pilot program to exist, which CCTV is calling a money laundering scheme. Push it out of the country, going around the law that they're only allowed $50,000. They can send that hot money elsewhere, and they've chosen US real estate to do that. So it looks like the Chinese government is buying up all of this US real estate, very high levels. And I wrote about this in my book. It was concerning to me then. It is still concerning to me now. And basically talking about how they're buying up the debt of other countries. It's interesting to note that when I wrote my book, they had over $3 trillion of foreign reserves. Now they're at $4 trillion. So it looks like it's continuing. Regardless, what I said was they're purchasing the debt outside their own country, which decreases the total amount of yuan in circulation in their country. This keeps the financial figures low, the value of their money down, and most important to note, their exports inexpensive. So this is a currency war taking place, and they're doing so not just by buying up the debt, but they're also doing this by buying up the real estate. So this is another game that they're playing. It's a scheme. It is, in fact, in one way, money laundering. But undeniably, let's call this a currency war, because they're using this as a way to basically prop up the US dollar, push down their own dollar, keep their exports inexpensive, and really keep the value of the yuan low. And this is a game that they're going to play, and all countries are playing in this game. So let's see what happens. Let's see where this turns, because what concerns me is what exactly they're going to do when they own a large percentage of US real estate. What exactly are they planning? Now, If you want more intel like this, the best place to be is the Insiders. It's totally free. It is at themoneygps.com at the bottom. You fill in your email address and you get occasional emails from me with short, concise info.